Hello everybody and welcome back to In Full Swing with Conor McGilligan here. Hope you're doing fantastically well, and I'm here, I'm buzzing, I'm overwhelmed, I'm humbled, and whatever at the fact that overnight we've hit 5,000 subscribers. Celebrations, come on! Thank you so much for all your continued support. It's been amazing from day one. Literally 4 weeks ago I was on 434 subscribers. 2 weeks ago I was on 2,900 subscribers. The support is mental. This is why we Leeds. This is why we love it, because we're such an incredible club at supporting our sort of local people who try and give everything to the club, whether or not it's people painting stuff, whether or not it's people voicing their opinion on social media, whether or not it's musicians, whether or not it's videographers, whether or not it's photographers. It's everywhere. So thank you so much for your continued support. All of you Leeds fans in Australia, in Argentina, in Bolivia, in America, wherever you are in the world, thank you so much for your continued support, and it means the absolute world. So I'm going to keep going, keep progressing, and hopefully you like everything that's coming, but there's some big things coming as well, video ideas, so hopefully I can keep you lot completely engaged. But let's get on to the main news. Phil Hay has released a podcast which we all love, and he's given us some key information which I'm going to get onto in a sec. But this video and this channel is sponsored by ShipBikesUSA.com. They tailor, they customize, they detail all your motorcycles to each and everyone's individual need. Make sure you go check that out. The link will be in the description below. Wonderful guy who owns it, Bernie Adamson. Go check Bernie's URL in the description below, and you can get some customized stuff for your motorcycle. I like a yellow one, which I'm going to have to ask Bernie exactly what it is, but I do like a red Honda Demon as well. Phil Hay has released a podcast, and the podcast is really good. It's detailed. He talks about Bielsa, the influence in Argentina. A lot of you Argentinians, please comment in the section below about the influence of Argentina. Phil saying that apparently on ESPN they were showing Huddersfield versus West Bromwich Albion when Leeds got promoted, and all the fans of Rosario, all the fans of Newell's Old Boys down there, they were all celebrating and all this sort of stuff when Huddersfield scored. It's mental, and the reach. Leeds have found a completely new demographic in South America, which is absolutely brilliant for the club, brilliant for sponsorship, brilliant for everything, and we get more fans in now, watching across the world. Apparently we are the second most watched club in Argentina, which is absolutely mind-blowing, and this was in the second division as well, so imagine the interest this year with Bielsa's Leeds. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. But the transfer news as well, Phil was reporting that apparently Leeds have made inquiries about Saeed Benrahma, which is something that I'm absolutely ecstatic about. Obviously, there was no news about Ollie Watkins. I think that ship is sailed. I think that ship has sailed all the way to Birmingham. I think he's going to be signing for Aston Villa. I've been speaking to a lot of people behind the scenes as well. Apparently, he's very keen on Villa, very keen to work with Dean Smith, obviously, I believe, ex-manager at Brentford, and so that's that. I believe that's gone. There's no real news there. But exciting times in terms of developments of other signings. I mean, Benrahma, apparently Leeds have gone in with a 12 to 15 million pound bid for Saeed Benrahma. So you would be expecting Brentford to see that 12 to 15 and think, not sure about that, Leeds. It's 20, 25. Obviously, the Watkins and Benrahma valuation was a combined 50 million. I would probably say 25 for each is Brentford's sort of valuation on both. But it's really interesting to look at that. I'm happy with Leeds going in with that negotiation strategy of going low, but obviously understanding that it's going to be higher. I presume Leeds know, similarly to Ben White, that they're going to go above 20 million for Benrahma. Is Benrahma worth 20 million as well? Of course it is, but a shrewd negotiation tactic from the Whites there, of course. But it's exciting times. Phil was coming out and saying that Leeds have inquired about him, which I never knew we had. I thought there was interest, but I didn't know Leeds had actually gone and, put the feelers out there with Brentford. How much is he worth? Can we get him? Now, the only stipulation, or many stipulations, with the Benrahma signing is the fact that there are going to be multiple clubs after him. There's been rumours of Chelsea, Leicester, West Ham, Villa, obviously. So there are multiple clubs, I presume several European clubs as well, because Benrahma could absolutely perfectly fit into their style of play, their pattern of play, especially in Europe. Imagine the success that man could have. Reminds me very, very much of Eden Hazard, in the fact that his low centre of gravity, his ability to move from left to right or right to left, low balance, and he's very, very similar how he carries the ball, and I think he'd take the Premier League by storm. In a good team, I think Saeed Benrahma would take the Premier League by absolute storm. For me, he potentially is the best player the Championship has ever seen. And I know a lot of people will turn around and be like, what about Wes Hoolahan? I spoke to Chris Reeve about that. What about Wes Hoolahan? What about Jack Grealish? What about Ruben Neves? And all these wonderful players that have been in the Championship. I just think that transition from the Championship to the Premier League, personally, I believe Saeed Benrahma will do that better than all those individuals. I really just think it's going to be easy for him to fit into a top side, and the interest is obvious that he's going to be a terrific player, you know. And I think if Leeds can get their mittens on him, that would be what a signing that would be. And obviously as well with Ben White, Phil was talking about, apparently there wasn't a third bid. That was all complete waffle. So wherever that source was from, make sure you completely delete that from your database, because that was complete rubbish. I reacted to it live on the In Full Swing Rumour Mill, live show, and I did think to myself, 30 million, so they've gone from 22 to 30. What's happened to 25? And I thought 30 might have included add-ons. We might have gone for 25 and included an international bonus or per league bonus, but it seems like the report was saying that we'd offered 30 million. I thought it's a big high stat, it's a big increase. But Phil was reporting that was absolute waffle. Sky Sports have eradicated that as well earlier on, saying Leeds have only put 2 bids in, looking for a third. And I think Leeds are going to go in. Phil seemed pretty confident from what I was hearing, but Leeds need to get the deal done very quickly in terms of progression, in terms of who we're going to go for next. But Phil was saying that apparently it is absolutely pivotal that they get him over the line. The club want him over the line, and we're going to keep pursuing that right till the very end. So the sort of Shea Adams situation, you're praying like it doesn't reach that. But at the same time, Leeds are going to be there till the very end. They clearly see something in him. They've clearly been given encouragement by Ben White and the owners of Brighton to keep pursuing that. Otherwise, as a club, why on earth would you keep pursuing it? So all positive on those two fronts. And as well, the one who I've mentioned weeks ago, who a lot of you were turning around and saying blah 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 about, why would we sign him, all this sort of stuff, which I can completely appreciate, because different opinions and all this sort of stuff. But Harry Wilson, apparently Orta, anytime he draws up any centre attacking midfielder, Harry Wilson is one of the top ones. So, if he lists up a short list of 5, which I've heard they do at Leeds, Harry Wilson is always on there. The valuation from Liverpool is going to be around 15 million. Whether or not Leeds can meet that valuation, I don't know. Obviously, there was reports that Eberici Eze, Leeds were not willing to meet that £20 million valuation. Would they do that with Harry Wilson? I would probably say so, especially if he's been on the radar for so long now. So, all positive, really, really positive in terms of Leeds United and who we're going for and what we're going for and the positions we're going for, and actually inquiring about players. That was the nice thing. It wasn't just the fact that it's rumours, and obviously we are on the rumour mill here, but it's actually solidified and there's foundation there, which is really nice to hear. Leeds have inquired about Saeed Benrahma, and they're looking at Benrahma. He's sort of their number 2 target by the sounds of it. And it looks like Ben White, we're going to be going till the bitter end, and we haven't made that third bid. But we're looking to get that up to sort of 25, 27 million pound mark for me, and according to reports. And whether or not Brighton will turn around and reject that, who knows? But that third bid, waffle, did not happen. And that's really encouraging to see, because, as it was good seeing the money side of it, of course it was, seeing Leeds going up to that valuation, and obviously reports that, Jonathan David, we went up to 35. It's nice seeing that, but at the same time, for that to just get bounced back so quickly, as the report indicated, it was a bit disheartening, but obviously that's not true. Leeds going in with a third bid very, very soon. Jonathan David as well, obviously moving to Lille. I saw a report from him the other day, basically signalling that he didn't come to Leeds, not because of the stature of the club, not because of the pedigree, not because of Bielsa, not because of the one city club that we always go on about, but because of the actual fact that he didn't believe he would be playing week in, week out, whereas he would at Lille. Now, I completely empathise with that. I don't think he'd have been playing week in, week out. I think Patrick Bamford has, as I say, once again solidified his place in the Premier League. He's proved a lot of people wrong, including myself, that he deserves to be that central striker going into the Premier League. So, fair play. I understand Jonathan David's reasons. He might have had communications, obviously, with his agent and Leeds, not been able to reach an agreement in terms of playing time, and that's why he's gone to Lille. For me, that is a better reason than him just completely pieing Leeds off because he preferred Lille. Sounds like he's going with sort of understanding and preferentials at the fact that he wants to be playing week in, week out, which you can completely understand. But really, really positive news. Ben White, positive. Benrahma, positive. And Harry Wilson as well. Looks like it's going to be very positive on that front. There's been a few links as well to Makeda, Federico Makeda at Panathinaikos. I will probably put that down to a bit of waffle, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. And aside from that, guys, it's been a relatively quick podcast from Phil Hay in terms of transfers, but a critical one in terms of us knowing what's going on next and who we're actually looking at and who we like as a club. But yeah, the 3 names there, I'm really happy at. And if we can get any of those over the line, or 2 or even 3 over the line, I don't think we'll get 3 over the line because I think it'll be Benrahma or Wilson. But that'll be really exciting. It's good news for me. Guys, it is my brother's birthday, so I'm going to go now. I'm going to shoot. The live streams will be back in some state at some point. What I'm trying to do is, as I keep saying to you guys, up the quality. So what I notice about the pre-recorded videos is the quality naturally is so much better. So I really like that. I'm a bit obsessive with quality, as you can probably tell. I've only had the channel really running with Leeds fans for 3 weeks, and I'm trying to invest and do all this sort of stuff. So yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, the PayPal link is in the section below. That all goes back into everything we do on, or I do on In Full Swing. So yeah, it all goes back into the channel. So if you want to see different things, you want to go see me collaborate with other people, the trains down there, all this sort of stuff, that obviously costs a lot of money. So any help would be amazing. It really would. But yeah, thank you so much for your support. 5,000 and we keep rising. The In Full Swing army. I need a little clan name for In Full Swing. Get it in the section below what you think. What could be the clan name? Just for us, so I can call you guys that name. So yeah, let me know. I want that. And yeah, get your designs in as well, guys. I'm seeing some amazing designs. Obviously, you'll see the Rumour mill either here or here. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in a bit.